Today I'm going to show you the best 2 nylon guitars for your music productions. Stick around. So to go along with the continued theme that I've been working on, I am on a mission to share my experience in testing out different VST libraries with my Logic Pro and Kontakt software that I use. If you're a music producer, a musician, or you play for fun, I mean, it's just exciting to get to play with so many different sounds. We're in a different time with the technology where before you had a keyboard and it probably had 100, 300 sounds, but they weren't very realistic. Now we can get a MIDI player kind of like this one, and I have a video on this one as well. You can watch that. Pair that with software, and of course you can also have 300 sounds, but we're talking about much improved technology, real samples of real instruments played by musicians with dynamics, vibrato, legato, all the gatos. We got everything now at our fingertips, and that's exciting because instruments that sounded fake like orchestras or not with enough depth like pianos, we have those now. And so today I want to share what I found to be the best nylon guitars, and I have 2 of them. One is specifically a flamenco styled one, and one is a nylon, just called Nylon. They aren't expensive libraries, so I'm excited to show these off. I like to use the guitar sounds when I'm making something flamenco. And I like flamenco because I love the beats, the liveliness to the music, the meditation that you get into, the trance of the rumba beat or the different compas that we have available. Today we're going to do a rumba flamenca, and I'm going to show you what this guitar can do. So what I like about instruments and what I like sharing is ones that are ready to go out of the box. I mean, you can do tweaks, you can be more professional than I am and refine the sounds that you want, divide them where you want them to go, left, right, you know, all that stuff, multiple layers. That's not my focus. My focus is what do you get right out of the box if you have a music idea and just want to put it down. You want to record it, you want to have a something to go back to later if you want to do something more refined. These will get you there. So this one's a little bit more simple and straightforward. Let's look at the specs on this thing. It's called SketchNylon. That's the first one I'm going to show you because it's the most full-bodied guitar that I think we have available for these MIDI keyboards and software. It has a lot of controls, and you'll see the left side has controlling like slurs and pulls, hams, releases, all that stuff, and playing mute. I don't mess with those. I think if I have it under automatic. If I practice more using it, I'm sure I would get better at it, but I want to show you right out of the box. What I like to play with right away is the reverb. I like it around there. Everything else, I'm going to leave the same, and let's see how it sounds. That's way too much reverb. Let's lessen that. Okay, I'm noticing the reverb dies out really fast. I think that sounds fine. We'll start off with this guitar and then we'll move over to the flamenco based one, and I'm going to be playing one of my backing tracks that I enjoy using. I didn't make it, I'll put a link below. that gives you an idea. It doesn't have the refined sound that you would get from a real guitar, but I think as a secondary instrument, maybe accompanying a different one, this could do a lot for you. Or if you're really practicing, you try to emulate that guitar sound, like doing a lot of those. Listening to guitar, you'll understand. If you play guitar or you've listened a lot to guitar, nylon specifically, you'll understand the dynamic, how it's played, and that's the approach you need to take to make it sound realistic. All right, next we've got a flamenco focused one. This is made by, I think it's called Orange something, but it's called Evolution Modern Nylon, and you'll find it if you search for that. Let's see. So this one's gonna have a lot more flamenco sound because it's sampled from a real guitar and it's a thinner bodied guitar. So it's a lot more snappy and you hear that in the samples. The cool thing is you get legato when you're pressing down a note that's near it. So you get a lot more flow because of that, but think it's snappy. So let's see how that guitar. Let's see how that guitar sounds with the same melody from the Gypsy Kings. It might give it a lot more authentic sound, but let's try it out. This one also has a lot of controls. It's complicated to understand in my opinion. So I just have it under sustained velocity and I use it out of the box. So just keep in mind where your limits are. All right, let's try it out. I'm noticing right away, this one's missing a lot of reverb. So let me just quickly add that and we'll continue from there. I added some reverb. Okay, very different guitars. You could probably find a better one than that one, but this one stands out just because it's made from a flamenco, but I think it has a lot more that needs to go into it to make it sound better, or just finding an alternative guitar. So to conclude this video, these are the two guitars that I have found that I use a little bit more. Of course, the first one is my go-to. This second one, since it's so pitchy and snappy, I tend to use for the treble or just playing with one hand. Because if you try to do both, it doesn't sound very good. It actually sounds choppy. And I didn't quite like how this particular song sounded with this one. I had a treble or a bass playing the rhythm with the chords, and this one just was doing the melody. I think it would have sounded better. But the first Nylon, SketchNylon guitar, definitely better than this one to do a full song. And it sounded a lot more full. It sounded complete. Missing some sound variation, but overall good out of the box. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just a quick look into these two guitar libraries. If you have any to recommend, I think guitar is one of those hard ones to find. Go ahead and drop a comment and link with that guitar library. I'm happy to check those out. Thanks for watching.